Shalom, family. Glory be to God and blessed be the Lamb. Glory be to God, the Creator of all things, and blessed be the Lamb, also known as God's wrath. However, getting to the point, what have we here? What have we here? We have a conflagration. We have a conflagration. You know, we have a situation where on the world stage, something is trying to be created. We're going to get to that. But not only are things trying to be created as if nobody's watching. A system is being also created to force the issue. I mean, they're playing their own version of the blind man's bluff, maybe. I don't know, man. But the point of it is, we have a people on the world stage now who have shown you time and time and time again that they not only not give a damn, that they are determined to stick to their agenda. And it's a failed agenda. It's very much failed. We have a conflagration of events. We have the spiritual aspect playing itself out in terms of revelation, and in terms of the synagogue of Satan trying to build itself while we await the Antichrist. I know I'm waiting on his ass. I'm waiting on the Antichrist. I mean, we got business. Me, him, and the devil, we just got the business. There's just no way out for us. And while others attempt to bring on the Antichrist, but apparently he's not listening. He's moving rather slowly. I guess the temperature has to be just right. Just right by the Antichrist. And over in one land, in one nation state, in the span of 10 years, they found the Messiah. Yeah, brought the Messiah out, and then he quickly faded. We were wrong. No Messiah here. He went back to Brooklyn. Presumptively to be with his loved ones. Then he said that we will bring forth the Antichrist. Over there looking for perfected heifers. Hey, have you yourselves, I mean, I don't mean to be insulting toward the women folk, but have you brought forth a perfected heifer? I mean, I can't see how you're gonna. I'm sorry. I am sorry. But my point is, you failed to bring about a perfected heifer, red heifer, without blemish, and you tried it twice. You should have just ate the damn meat. Why you burn the meat to ash? Waste. But while all of that is going on in failure, we have them in real time trying to create the synagogue of Satan. I'm watching you. But see, here's what really happened. We are not where we should be. These builders got spooked into moving really fast. You know, there's a point in the Bible where God say, I will speed things up. I will speed things up for the sake of his children. Wow. I keep saying that the awesomeness of the Creator is just beyond me. That's not what I would have done if I'd have come across the problem. I would have slowed things down and came and got my folks. But not him. No. Not him. He speeds things up, leaving every angel in wonder as what is he doing? He got it. I'll speed things up then. You think they trapped there? You think you got them? If that's your plan, then I'll speed time up. Got you again. Anyway, something spooked them. They didn't mean to be where they are now. No, something spooked them into, we have to move right now, spiritually. We have to move right now. And I don't even want this to be a spiritual audio, actually. So we're going to go back and forth and try to tie it all together in the all or in the alternative to figure out a knot, unbundle a knot. Okay? So where do we start? I guess we start at the conflagration of where they got spooked. They got spooked upon our arrival. See, when God sped things up, they may have had the bead on straight in a certain timeline, but when God sped things up, it messed them up. And then they bumped into us that wasn't there before he sped things up. Now they're really messed up. And that's just on the physical plane and the acquisition of vessels that they have overtaken by the millions. That's covering a lot of ground, but they still failed. They still failed. Okay? So they were spooked by our arrival. And must I say, the inability to protect your own integrity of your intelligence, not to mention your spiritual airspace, again, is a testament to the Almighty. The Almighty himself. I mean, he's good, ain't he? I mean, I can only imagine. I shoot once, I shoot twice, I miss, I shoot three, I shoot four, I still miss. Well, bastard, save one for yourself. I mean, if that's the situation, then maybe you should save one for yourself. Just turn the gun on your damn self. Damn. Die with some. See, you have the opportunity to die with some integrity and to die clean. But they never choose that. I mean, the enemy, the one out there who's trying to create the synagogue of Satan. What is the synagogue of Satan? Let's jump right in. And the synagogue of Satan on a physical level would be one nation state that seeks to control all you do, all you eat, all you see, all you consume in any kind of way. Okay? Starting with on the geopolitical stage, making war to control resources and trade routes across, let's just say trade routes, because I don't want to get too damn deep in the weeds here, but trades out. So what's the plan here? And I would like to remind the enemy that you're entering into a conflagration, a spiritual and military conflagration. You don't have to believe me. We're going to watch it all play out, though, just like it's written. This is going to turn it, but this is going to turn into a conflagration. But you do got drive. But you out of whack, and you had a damn good plan based on a damn good, solid agenda. Don't forget that. No matter what happens, don't forget that. You've invested so much time and so much money and so much planning and so much praying to whatever you pray to, and then you deliver I mean, I don't understand. How does praying to the devil work? I mean, do you pray? I mean, damn. You pray for stuff and then you give each other stuff from your own hands, and do you think the devil gave it to you? You think the devil somehow, the devil ain't got nothing. The devil don't own nothing. The devil gives you back your own shit, or somebody else's shit. Stop playing. You know this. You know this. The devil doesn't have anything. He steals from one and gives to the other, even on a spiritual level. We may get there, at least to talk about that. It is insane. Insane, people. Your bodies and your fucking positions in life are like currency. Not only like currency, but as threats. I'm talking about, imagine having the ability to tell another consciousness that if you don't act right, I can put you in that body, and you walk around hungry and cold and get abused and exploited. It's real. They got it going on, don't they? They got it going on, all under God's eye, like they just gonna continuously poke God in the eye. Not on my watch. Michael, you step back. Ariel, you step back. Raphael, you step back. And Gabriel, don't blow no horns. I got this one. I think I got it. I think I got this one. So what we have going on is the attempting, the, gather your breath, son, the attempted bringing about of the synagogue of Satan. For what purposes, I don't know. I mean, a nigga don't need no synagogue. He don't need no throne. The nigga run everything. He influences everything, and then the demons under him are scared of him, and the spirits underneath him are scared of the demons and him, and they all fucking confused. All this comes from being falling down and busting his noggin on the motherfucking head. He ain't been the same since. Tossed out, hit the solid ground head first, and he been crazy ever the fuck since. Ain't that something? Just lost his motherfucking mind. He just lost his goddamn mind. I mean, he's done some trepidatious ass things too. I won't even. You do understand what we're dealing with here, people? Why is it that all of their false gods have to do with sexuality or sensuality? What is wrong with these people? You got tigers sitting gap leg, holding up a left hand with a clawed hand, or is it a leopard? With breasts. You have another one over here. I mean, I'm not going to call them by name. It ain't because I'm afraid. I just don't feel like fucking with them on that level. They'll only get all stirred the fuck up, and ain't no telling what that's going to bring forth. And already, just on the load up, it's brought the helicopters. It's brought the siren. I mean, it's all hands on deck. Fucking with me. For real. It's all hands on deck. This attempted control, and I'm trying to deal with they gonna hurt my ass. Well, I've been hurt 1,000 times. I am battle tested. I've been hit everywhere. Every freaking where. When I tell you everywhere, I mean I've been hit every damn where. By shrapnel, toxins. You'd be surprised at the shit that I've seen and lived through. And again, you must understand, I can't give a fuck because I've lived and died, lived and died, lived and died, lived and died, and death for me is sort of fucking routine. Okay? It's sort of routine. But the Father says, maybe, maybe not. We'll see how this all plays out. Because I've gotten a little bit confused in the damn scripture. See, this will happen when God has sped things up. And I'm already too long into the spiritual aspect of it. But now I gotta finish. God sped things up, okay? And the devil and his minions and whatever came out the fucking abyss have been tripping every goddamn sense. Hurry up and close the abyss. Open the goddamn abyss. Get back in this body. Run over there. I'll do this if you'll do that. Come on, give it a fucking rest. We see every freaking thing. And the so-called builders of the synagogue of Satan is working full fucking time. I mean, you have to see it from the political standpoint. So let's dabble a little bit in the political standpoint here. We have a nation state of less than, say, damn, I may have to exaggerate just to not be wrong, less than 20 million. I know I'm way off base. It's far less than that, but I want to be honest. Less than 20 million. 2% of the population that worships Satan or some other, that thing. Man, I'm sorry, I am moving fast. So back to the other thing I was describing. What is this? What is this God and a duality of male and female? What the hell's wrong with you guys? I mean, or gals. Anyway, before I slide off the goddamn edge here and say some shit offensive that I don't, but anyway, so we have this other thing. This one sits on a goddamn wood, sits on a throne, I would presume. I mean, probably after a rough ass night. I mean, come on. This is a miracle. You walk your ass, even today, you walk your ass around looking like you look, you're going to get got. The head of a bull, sexy ass breasts, sexy calves, sitting gap-legged in a goddamn skirt with hooves. Trust me, this America bubble, they do have their fetishes. Yes, they do. They do have their fetishes. I don't know how long. But brother, I can tell you something's going to give, or sister, or whatever you choose to be. I can't figure this shit out. But again, God makes all kinds of creations, but he did not make that thing. Now back to the political nature of all of this. Let me draw this up for you. Stay in the car, okay? Because it's going to get a little bit complicated. And we're going to keep it simple. You have a nation state that makes up less than 2% of the world population who have the ambition, shall we say, or the need, or the drive by whatever they worship to build the synagogue of Satan. But how would you do it? First, you have to control things. So you play one nation off the other, as in, if there is another attack against Iran, and I don't usually call nation states or people by name, but situation is critical. You have no idea. It is uncritical. These the people are slipping into madness slowly. They really believe the shit that their grandpappy done wrote. They really believe the shit that they told their grandpappy, and then he wrote it. And then they believed it, and they've been running with it ever fucking since, even though they've even failed at something as simple with today's technology and reach in terms of being able to reach every ranch in the world and give you a 15-year head start and say, get me a red heifer, unblemished. I don't need one white hair or one black hair. And the devil couldn't even bring that. See, my God would have, he'd have brought it on. That heifer there would have lived a long time. You ain't going to ride that heifer. You ain't going to breed that heifer. That heifer is to be looked at and possibly prayed to. Wink, wink. That heifer might even become a god. God damn it, I'm just aspersing people everywhere on the cool. But, hey, it's one of them kinds of nights. Now, back to this nation state. Maybe we should give it a name, because every time that we try to name it, it gets confusing. Because you have the Israel that they chose to call themselves that, and then you have the Israel of Jacob, the black man. See? Jacob the black man, Israel, and these people, the Khazarian, who call themselves, I guess as a nationality, that makes sense to me, because they have a nation state called Israel. Okay, we shall be going with Israeli. I think I can get away with it, but I can because, again, they've usurped someone's name, history, culture, in some ways a tongue, but I digress. So we have this little nation states who want to control trade routes, power, and control the world. Okay? So it's going to get interesting here. Bear with me. Israel is the name of this nation state. Keep in mind it's only 2% of the population, and for reasons we already know, they went lame, slap ass crazy, and to think that they can run the world of 7 billion fucking people without people rushing in and just killing them all. They're just stupid and stuck. But what that proves to me, man, they be driving me down different paths, is that the devil doesn't let them hear. And because they cannot hear the threat and they cannot hear the power, then they just keep trudging along as the devil tries to do stupid ass shit like, we got to shut him up. Nigga, use a 5,000 pound bunker buster and be fucking done with it. Pay out the neighbors, get them out the goddamn way, and use the 5,000 pound bunker buster and just be done with it. I'll just come back. I told you, I'm as sick of living as you sick of me living. Get the fuck on. You get it? You do understand what I'm saying. Good. Good. 2026, and they think it's going to be like 2025. No, 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 no. No, no. 2026 is a setup year. Next year is what? Another 7. You really in trouble next year. We sliding off the deep end. If I have any, give me the steering wheel, I promise you, I'm going to crash the car. You may as well get the fuck out now, because I'm going to crash the car. Period. This car is unsafe, and I know that I'm off on some crazy ass tangent, but I warned you. This car has no seat belts. Windshield wipers don't work. Bald ass tires, no back seats. All of y'all have elected to sit on buckets in the back seat with no seat belts, and I'm just driving like a fucking lunatic, because I don't really give a fuck, because I'm going to come back anyway. Bam, bam, brick, brick, burn, burn, scream, green, decapitations, legs flying every goddamn where, and then the whirly birds, and then the ambulances, and they'll be picking all our ass up off the concrete and pulling us from the wreckage. But guess what? I got on a seat belt. I'm sitting in a real seat. And they'll be looking at me, how did you survive? Man, I don't even fucking know. The cars ablaze over there. I think they're all dead. How many? 7 or 8. I told them to get the fuck out, and they would not get the fuck out for nothing. So I did what I told them I would do. Crashed it into the wall. Now they're all over there, not particularly doing anything. Just kind of over there. Anyway, back to what I was saying. So, Iran and the United States, and I'm sorry, United States, this is not anti-United States, but we have, you would say, you have an interest. Well, we have an interest. Think of us, legally, think of us as an interested party. You know, the one who walks in, he's not a real of a party, but for some reason, as what it has to feel like a legal collateral fucking attack, here's this document from an interested party. He's interested in your shit, and he's interested in their shit, because he feel like somehow it spills into his shit. He really don't want no shit with neither party, but since we're gonna be here, it is what the fuck it is. So we got America and Iran planning, America and Israel planning to attack Iran. Neither of them, they call it going to war, but it's not a war. Neither America or Iran is going to put, damn it, Jim. Neither America or Israel would ever put boots on the ground in Iran. And we all know, folks, you don't win wars by throwing hot rocks out the sky. At some point, to win the war, you got to put flesh and bone and boots on the ground. Okay? Now you've made the situation worse, because now you've created rubble, tons of it. And now there's an enemy sniper under every brick, every crack. So now it becomes more of a, first it'll come the more bombing, and which won't be very fucking effective. And you'll still have to put boots on the ground. What I'm trying to say is they have no intention of winning in the first place, because they cannot ever declare victory, and they have not declared the victory since World War II. I think I'm about right there. Since World War II, war after war after war after war after war, and they have not declared victory in any of these wars, because they have not achieved the victory in any of these wars. They have achieved their objectives, and the best sometimes, and the best that they can do is not have victory, but to destabilize, which is what they're after here. Okay? Neither the United States or Israel can defeat Iran, okay? But they can weaken them. And it will also weaken the United States. Which United States? If you don't watch it, do you realize when you're getting hit, I mean, what are they doing to you? What do you think this is? That you, I mean, do you see yourself in the play? See yourself in the dance here? I mean, it's not quite dancing. Yes, it is. I'm not going to bullshit you. It's dancing with the damn devil. But back to what I was saying. You are a target. Goodness gracious. Just like Iran is a target. Man, who wants to rule the world? The United States? Hell no. We have no damn interest. In fact, we would wish that you just leave us the fuck alone right about now. That's how we really feel. A lot of us feel like, would you just leave us the fuck alone? Black people feel that way. White people feel that way. I think some of the residents, I know they feel that way. Just leave us the fuck alone. And whatever the people owe you to do to your backroom deals and fucking arrangements, they owe you money. We don't owe you nothing. Not the American people, not the American government. The fictitious America that you have created as a corporate straw man, a reflection of the entity of the government, they owe you money. And that's a stick man. That's a straw man. They always broke. Check his pockets. You'll see not one, not even a coin in there. Charge it to the game, bro. Charge it to the game. That's like giving a nigga, man, listen, don't make me talk dirty to you. I've been on these streets. I mean, I'm not going to talk dirty to you. But you know the rules. You know the goddamn rules. So, they believe that if they weaken America in terms of military and sociologically and politically, that they can then control the resources that sit off the shore of the land that they keep trying to steal, called Palestine, along with trade routes. Now, Yemen is a headache for them. Now we're in the weeds. Yemen, Saudi, no, we're in the weeds. Let's stay where the hell I was going. That's in the weeds. I told you I'm going to crash the car, but I said nothing about driving through blind spots that we can't really see. All you see is a bunch of tall ass weeds hitting the hood and then the windshield, not knowing what's on the other side of it. That's unfair. I promise you the terror, not abject terror. That's just too far. That's a bit too far. Let's get back on the goddamn road as the car goes. Stop trying to look out of the window. This one over here is starting to tear up. You just want out now, don't you? You just want out. Stop crying. Shit. Now, how would they do that, though? You control the trade routes. The trade routes, which would bring you into Russia and China, and them trying to prevent the only two powers who actually stand against them in their New World Order, which seems to be one big satanic ritual. Look like they read the book and said, let's do that. Let's measure it out by the cubits. Okay? Let us cut chicken necks and red heifers and burn the carcasses and let the smoke wisp up into the air. And it just smells like unseasoned beef. That's all. So much unseasoned beef. I won't touch this hell. Touch it myself, hell. These days I barely want to eat ground beef because I can't trust the people who be doing the grinding. I simply can't not trust them anymore. It's not my fault. Maybe it's too many videos, too much talk about Soylent Green, cannibalism. I don't know. I'm a little bit off kilter. At this point, I barely want the chicken. I left the beef and went to ground beef, and from ground beef, I told myself I can be safe if I eat nothing but fish and chicken. But then I came across this video where they putting the meat on the chicken thigh bone, and hey man, it's just too far. That's it. Now man, I may have to shoot my own goddamn chickens and start eating squirrels and shit. Only way I can stay fucking ahead of the game here. They always out to get a nigga. Always. If it ain't the food, it's the water. If it ain't the water, it's the health care. If it ain't the health care, it's the lack of a job. If it ain't the lack of a job, it's just too much fucking stress from being black in fucking America. From cradle to grave, they stress the living shit out of us, and then they wonder why we don't have mass shootings like they do. It invites more stress. Now you're watching all of us, like we all just gonna run up in a school and just start to shooting everybody. No, we cannot bear one act of... Anyway, I digress again, and that's a low blow. That's all. I mean, that almost seemingly has a dose of racism, but it doesn't. It doesn't. So you control the trade routes. And while all of that's going on, hold on, because now you are controlling oil flow. People who don't have oil die. You get it? People who don't have oil die. Plain and simple. End of discussion. In this industrialized world that we live in, no oil, you die. Real simple. Some more faster than others. Okay? Everything runs on it. Everything. Which is, anyway, it's just liquid death anyway. When you know, if I was to break it down to you what it is, it's just liquid death. It's the earth. Anyway, it is a production. It is a production. So you control the trade routes. Now let's look at it from another angle. We're gonna overlay something over that. Okay, you know how, I don't know how old you are, but when I was in school, I'm sure they do it differently now. They had these machines, these cameras that you can put this clear paper on and draw on it, and it reflected on the wall, and then they could overlay things over it and explain it to you, as in an overlay of map upon map upon map, as they try to explain something to you using the overlays. Okay, this would be the next overlay. While all of that is happening, man, they gonna hate me. People, I'm gonna get on your behalf though. Listen, I'm gonna get the 5,000-pound bunker buster, but on your behalf, I'm willing to do it. I'm willing to do it on your behalf, because we just can't let you go out that way. We cannot let you go out like they would want you to go out. They want to treat you like animals so bad. They want to treat you like meat, and they do so bad. And I keep getting confused because they keep calling you animals. Then they go right out there and they have sex with animals. I'm just done. I'm done. I'm confused. First they say you're animals, but what am I to think when they in there doing the do with the animals? I mean, what you want me to say? That I am witnessing a non-bestial moment? A moment of non-savagery? Anyway, drifting. Now, in the midst of this, you have Google, and you have, I'm sorry, Mr. Palantir, but you got Palantir, Facebook, TikTok, legacy media, cable media, most other social media. And who is it controlled by? See, you don't want to call a spade, and this is going to be the end of you. This is going to be the end of you if you keep looking at the goddamn boogeyman, know that that's the boogeyman, and for some strange reason, you won't run or fight. You talk to the boogeyman, negotiate with the boogeyman, compromise with the boogeyman. I ain't never seen a boogeyman do nothing but boogie. That mean hurt shit. Okay? So, but here we are here, it's different. This is why on a spiritual level, I'm pretty damn sure they can't hear anything I say. Only the devil and that consciousness which he has in charge of each individual vessel. They hear. I say that to say this. I don't have to respect you worth a fuck. I say what I want to say, how I want to say it. Like you got I mean, you were from the abyss, but you want to act like that you live by some kind of standard. Don't don't make me go into that. And your standard and the shit you hide and the secrets you keep. Stop. Stop. Just stop. It's all yours. Okay? But just stop. Act like it's there. Act like it is there. Because if you keep acting like it isn't there, then you're going to get fucking hit with it. Hit hard with it. Stop playing. Stop playing unless you mean it. It's sort of like brushing a dog's hair the wrong way, or the damn other cat. I promise you, they're gonna try to stop you. Okay, they know which way their goddamn hair go. anyway, Google, Palantir, legacy media, cable media, newspaper, publications, social media. Have I left anything out? Cable media, even down to the man on the street. Even down to the man on the street is controlled by the very same people that you call Israelis. All of it. All of it. And it has saturated every facet of American life. Every facet of it. You actually, symbolically, you live in Israel. I mean, I know that this is Babylon, a.k.a. United States of America, a.k.a. America, but you have been saturated with Israeli ways, Israeli thoughts, Israeli understandings, and they would like to keep it this way. But that's not enough. This is how you know that it's the synagogue. The only way that they can get this done is to get a whole legion of so-called Christians to join up with it. They don't understand that they're sacrifices. They're sacrificial lambs. These people call, what was it, 1,000 or 1,000 pastors, or was it 10,000? If I say 10,000, this could turn out to be an embellishment. So we're going to stick with 1,000. 1,000 Christian pastors to go to a country that worship the devil openly. Ask them who their God is. Shit, for that fact, ask your pastor his God's name. I dare you to do it. I dare you to walk up to your pastor. Don't do that. But pastor, we're getting awfully close to you here. You're going to have to find God. I don't know what you're going to do, but you up to bat, and you losing it too. But anyway, all of these cable networks, everything you hear, see, eat, consume, will all be controlled by this one group of people, one way or the other, thinking that they grandpappy them who bumped into the devil along the way, and they did bump into the devil. I mean, you have to see how this shit works when you just refuse. I do some fucked up shit. I get beat the fuck up, as in their case, beat the fuck up and kicked out. I do it again, beat the fuck up and kicked out. I do it again, beat the fuck up, and kicked out to the tune of 111 at times. But somewhere, no, 13 or 9, it don't matter. Some people just don't take the hint. So, somewhere along in there, psychologically, you really start to believe that why does everyone hate me? Maybe because you kill and steal and destroy, and you sneak in and you won't announce who you are. We think you this, but you're really that. We think that you believe this like us, but you really believe that. And over time, it makes the rest of society catch on, because all of these psychological bents are actionable. I'm on fire tonight, ain't I? They are actionable, okay? Meaning they're going to manifest themselves in some kind of negative way in that society. Sort of like what has happened here in this country. Most of this country's ills are from outside thought processes, meaning outside of the United States. But because this is a country of immigrants, everybody comes here who this country fucking accepts, all of a sudden believe that their idea is as equal as the man who's been here 500 years, 400 years, 300 years, and we're all equal. Bullshit. We're not. But anyway, they want to control all of this. These are the same ones, billionaires. Nothing makes them powerful but billions and more than billions. Not their belief in any particular God. You know how I feel about all gods. If it ain't my God, it's pretty much fuck your God. I can damn near tell you. It's not going to matter how handsome he is. He might be cute and all that. I may even agree. That is a handsome devil right there. But at the end of the day, he shall be tested, and he won't stand. That's also a fact. So it really doesn't matter what you believe. What I'm trying to tell you in short order is that the only thing that matters is what we believe. See, I want to keep all of this straight. It doesn't matter what you believe because you don't have the power we have. That is awfully arrogant and bold in your face and bodacious because we don't give a fuck. We've never given a fuck. We don't give a fuck about living. We don't give a fuck about dying. It's all pretty much the goddamn same to us because we just come back. You see what I'm saying? Now imagine an army of me. This would already been, whew, done. But that's not the point neither. So now they control everything. Everything. Now this where shit gets dicey because you're going to be living under the synagogue of Satan. This where you get to choose. You either take the high-end income value card or you don't take the high income value card because we have taken out all of the jobs and we own all of the homes. Now, guess what's going to happen next? Total control. Total control. This is where your daughters and sometimes your son start to selling their ass for hamburgers at a motel room, and that's just for the night. So it's going to be a lot of transacting, and within this transaction, a lot of death, a lot of suffering, a lot of misery. I know where I'm going with all this, but here's the real issue. Back to what I was saying. We have a conflagration. What you thought? I got lost in my sauce? You think I'm so high that I'm just out here babbling words, just connecting them and spitting them out. Truth of the matter is, I'm not even thinking because I don't have to. We've watched your dumb ass forever do the same shit, which is what the Bible say that your dumb ass is gonna do. And this is what makes you dumb. I mean, listen, if my enemy has sent me his playbook and said that not only he gonna do this, but then say that you gonna do that, and then he gonna do this, and then you gonna do that, I'm not doing nothing I'm not doing anything that he wrote down. Nothing. Are you crazy, man? So I'm gonna go by the script the enemy wrote and think that I'm gonna survive it. What a fucking dweeb. What a fucking dweeb. Man, stop. Listen, I'm not even talking to that guy. That's the devil. I mean, I just like to poke at him, jug at him, because he knows you fucked up. You fucked up. Back to what I was saying. They gonna hire you, wanted to give you a high income card, a high income, or high, however they want to say it, okay? But we all know this is America, and it's already the most godless place in the country. But back to what I was saying, we have a conflagration, and that conflagration is simple, and it's chaotic, and it's confusing. Maybe not to you, but to me, because I like to go by the book as it is written. I didn't know God was going to leave blind spots and say, son, this is up to you. how you want to do it, because you don't know what, I sped things up, and it is what it is. How you see it is how you see it. So you have a conflagration now, and here it is. You have the devil in influence. You have the demons in control of the spiritual realm. Then you have the added property of the other bad spirits being released. These are from the fucking abyss. And then on top of that, we're here. And I've been trying to figure out, are we supposed to be here at the same fucking time? Because these timelines show, I mean, it don't say nothing about me beating the living shit out of you. It don't say shit about me wanting to hunt you, wanting to kill you, stalk you, get rid of all evil. It doesn't say anything about that. And I'm not going to lie, I haven't been praying. I just been waiting on the answer. What do I do with this problem here? They have offended. They have offended mightily. Both God and man. They have offended mightily, but nowhere in the scripture does it say, who am I actually fighting here? Is it man? Is it the ones from the abyss? Maybe it's the bad spirits floating around like in this fucking house right now. Nope, it wouldn't be. Who exactly are we dealing with here? Then there's this whole time frame thing, which you should help me figure out, because a lot depends on it, and I'm not in too much of a hurry to really figure it out, but the lack of me having that information ain't gonna slow me down. Okay, I'm not gonna care that I don't have that information, not at all, because I don't have any of the information. As far as I'm concerned, either I arrived too early, or you arrived too fucking early, or something out there meant for us to smash into each other, knowing I would instantly want to hurt you as soon as I figured out what you are, who you are, and what you did, and how you did it. Now, the universe was quite clear on that, for sure, but I can't figure out you. Why are you here with me? What do your book say? What does your book say? I mean, obviously, they have a different book, because the one I read and have read since I was like 10 years old, it doesn't, even in Revelation, this is unclear. This is unclear. But everything in me say, like instinct, we can't occupy the same space. And I'm trying to be nice. We can't occupy the same space and the same time. This is an impossibility. It is an impossibility. So we have a quagmire and a spiritual quagmire placed beside a conflagration when you think of what you're trying to do here and build, which is a synagogue of Satan that's going to rule the world. Okay already, motherfucker. Go ahead. Just don't fuck with us. We don't give a fuck. If you want to take them other people oil and they let you do it, and you want to kill them people and they let you do it without nuking your ass on the fear that we're going to get nuked back. Treat me like that. Treat me on this notion that I'm not going to kill you because you're going to come kill me back. You're going to get your ass dead real fucking quick, because again, I give a fuck about living or dying. It's all the same. I do it over and over and over and over. You have no fucking idea. Once you get past the pain, and it's real quick. I mean, anyway, I digress, and I'm not going to spook people tonight, but anyway, we have a conflagration here. We have a spiritual conflagration. We can't exist on the same plane in the same reality at the same time without us killing each other. You know why? Because we're total opposites. I give a fuck and you don't. I love and you don't. I think that people should live and have their own lives, and you don't. I think that people should have some natural order that they were born into and are given by the Almighty himself, and you don't. I believe in the Almighty and you don't, so at some point it cannot be. It is tenuous at best at this moment, but I can see head on that we're meant to kill each other. Now, God didn't say that, and this is what I'm saying. But He had to know that because of how I am built, and He had to know that instinctually I would want to kill you because you hurt that which I love. You mock that which I love. You mock that which I would defend. You blaspheme that which I am sent by. And just based on that alone, I'm going to have to cut you. That's symbolism. And I'm trying to be nice. So there's no way out of this for neither one of us. The only thing separating and stopping things right now is the confusion that we have. I don't know what I'm supposed to do with you. Okay? I know that by your characteristics and by your behaviors, what I should do with you. But again, God left no clear-cut, step-by-step process. And I don't, like I said, I don't like God asking me why about anything. Can you imagine God asking you why you did some shit? I can. And trust me, you will have absolutely no answer that makes sense in the face of His presence. You will just shut the fuck up and have no answer and hope He have pity on you. That's what you will do because you can't answer. So, since I understand this, I will never let you, the living, you, the dead, you, Israel, you, the demons, you, the betrayers of the United States, anything out there, then we're going to have a problem. We're going to have a problem. I know I said that I have lived over and over and over and over, but here's the part I didn't mention. At each timeline, in each frame, in each generation, and I existed in generation after generation after generation after generation after generation, probably 500 goddamn times, at least 500 generations, give or take. Okay? Something has been lost here. Something has been lost. You don't understand. You don't understand. Or maybe you do. Maybe you do. But we need to see our way out of this. And the other leg of it is you have a set time limit. So I can't fully engage like I was want to when I already know that you have an expiration date. You have an expiration date. Okay? Man, as you can see, things are complex and they are moving fast. And I haven't even gotten to the Russia, China, Ukraine aspect, which is another part of the synagogue. You know why they love the Ukraine so much and want to fight so hard for it? That's next audio. We are out of time. Hey, it's been nice though. Hey, and believe me, they hate you. Listen, at this stage of the game, it's going to become crystal clear where everything stands. All of the proper players are on the battlefield, okay? And they playing this slow motion, wussed out man to man, mankind to mankind, based on different versions of mankind confrontation with who got what weapons and what military, and who got resources and this and that and the other, which none of it we have no time for. We have no need for your oil. We have no need for your diamonds. We have no need for none of that. None of it. So to us, it's like watching from afar and being forced to engage. Like now, this is a forced engagement. Okay? This is a forced engagement about Israel and the synagogue of Satan. It's not about Israel. I don't give a fuck about that. It's the synagogue of Satan. Now you're in my territory. We do Satan. We do synagogues. Okay? We do all that. This is our business. And this is why I keep saying, me and thee have business. I am source. I am seven. I am one.